Stock, ladies and gentlemen, today is November 11, 2020. We are back with another video. We got AEW on here because, ladies and gentlemen, we just watched AEW. I heard NXT was pretty good and a big shocker that happened on NXT, but we're going to talk about AEW because we had a big return. That's the end of the show, but ladies and gentlemen, we got two big segments as well. So let's get to the segments first because, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why people got so excited about this announcement, but I wasn't happy because he's not a wrestler. So, yeah, I don't know why people are happy about this. And then we had Cody Rhodes coming out to talk about what's next for Cody. But Cody says he's not going to get he doesn't want a rematch for the TNT title. He's going to let Darby Allin do what he does best with the TNT title. And then he got interrupted by some woman. I don't know who she is. When she said her name, I still don't know who she is. And she was talking about a giant and talking about Cody Rhodes. There's nothing that's giant of you. What do you know anything about giants? She's roasting Cody about his wiener size, stuff like that, and people go, ooh. And then she says she knows a giant. She left out of the ring, and then she talked about the giant name is Shaquille O'Neal, a basketball player. Why? What does this guy do in wrestling? The guy couldn't body check Big Show on Raw in 2009. And now he wants to have a match with Cody Rhodes. Cody, you're better than this, man. You can't have a good match with a basketball player. What, he's going to throw a basketball? Oh, my goodness. And then that happens. Brandy Rose came out, started yelling at this woman, saying that you can't talk to my husband like that. I'm the boss of this company as well. If I didn't invite you, so how about you get out until I do invite you back here? She just got mad. Everybody was cheering, but the lady is gone, and then Brandy's gone, and then we got Brian Cage coming out attacking Cody, and Ricky Starks came out. This guy lost where he was. He lost where Brian Cage was. He lost where Brian Cage was. Brian Cage came from the audience, and this guy come from the tunnel. Dude, you need to watch where you're going, man. You need to watch where your friend going. So they double teamed Cody Rhodes just a couple of seconds. And then Darby Allin came out from the audience to help Cody. He glued thumbtacks onto his jacket, so he used his jacket as a weapon on both Ricky Starks and Brian Cage, and they ran away. It took forever, this segment, because Taz is telling him to come on, bring it on. Get over here. You need to retreat, you dummies. And then Will Hobbs came late, smacking a chair on the ground. Why you come late? What is wrong with people coming late? Oh, boy. So that's the end of that segment. I don't know what I just watched there, but Shaquille O'Neal. It's like Mike Tyson. I wasn't fond of I wasn't really excited to see a non-wrestler get a storyline. WWE does it too. I'm not happy with it as well. They did with this Pat guy. But this Pat guy actually did good moves. Mike Tyson is old. And all he knows how to do is box. There's rules of punching people. Next segment, we had the introduction of MJF and Wardlow to the Inner Circle. There was a lot of talking. Chris Jericho talked. MJF talked. Sammy Guevara was nowhere to be found. And he wasn't injured because of his match against Matt Hardy. But ladies and gentlemen, they want to stop talking. Blah, blah, blah. MJF told Ortiz was upset about it because he had a poem, and Drake made the poem. He said he wrote it. I believe Drake said that poem. Whatever. I guess that he got it from Drake and he wrote it down. He thought it was smart. Stupid MJF. You're not smart. You're not better than anyone. You have to steal from Drake. Seriously. And then Chris Jericho told Ortiz, if you don't like it, you had to deal with it. He did win the match at Full Gear. He beat Chris Jericho. He made the stipulation. It's Chris Jericho's fault to make this happen. All that happened, and then then MJF says, "There's want to celebrate Chris Jericho's birthday. Balloons and confetti were coming down the ring and all that stuff, and then he said next week the Inner Circle is going to Las Vegas. Cool. And then at the end, they were having an interview, and then here comes Sammy Guevara comes out, and Sammy, everybody went, where's Sammy? Where are you gone? Sammy says, MJF told me to go to the beach. He said he sent him an email to go to the beach, and then MJF says, I sent you a second email saying come here to Dynamite. And Sammy did not receive the second email. Everybody else has, except for Sammy Guevara. I think Sammy might turn face and get out of the Inner Circle and have a match with MJF. Let's see what happens. Then, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the matches now. Holy moly, that was a lot of segments. The first match, we had Brian Cage versus Matt Sydal. Taz was still talking and talking and talking. My goodness, why does every manager have to say words? Stop saying words. And then he says a whole bunch of random things on commentary. I don't think it was about the match, but Brian Cage had a match with Matt Sydal. Pretty decent match. We've seen this match before in Impact Wrestling, but this is now AEW. But Brian Cage gets the win. He beats Matt Sydal with the drill claw. When Matt Sydal tried to do some move off the turnbuckle, he got caught, and then he got a drill called, and Brian Cage gets the win. Then we had the Butcher and the Blade versus the Natural Nightmares, Dustin and QT, in a bunkhouse match. I guess this is like a Texas thing, because they got hay, cowbells, and a ladder. I don't think in Texas they had ladders to whack people. But ladies and gentlemen, we got two people bleeding. The Blade and QT was bleeding, and then, ladies and gentlemen, at the end, we just saw Ali went through a table because of the Blade, held a chair, and then QT hit the chair, pushed a Blade, and knocked Ali to the table. Poor Ali. But the winner of that match was the Natural Disasters. The Natural Nightmares, not Disasters. Then we had Shawn Spears versus Scorpio Sky. Pretty okay match, but ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Shawn Spears because of a slug. Not those slimy things. I meant a metal small little piece that could go in your glove and whack the guy in the head to cheat. So Shawn Spears gets the win. Then we had Conti versus Red Velvet with an angry Brandy Rhodes. And we had Conti with Anna Jay, the Dark Order member. And at the end, we saw Anna Jay wants Conti use a chair. She said no, so she kicked that out, and she still gets the win. She beat Red Velvet. Then we had Rey Fenix versus Penta. These guys want to kill each other. They were destroying each other. They were ripping each other masks. And ladies and gentlemen, the neck of Mr. Rey Fenix getting a package power driver onto the apron, and then a Canadian Destroyer outside the ring from Penta, and then another package power driver onto Rey Fenix, and he lost the match. Penta wins the match. Eddie Kingston came off the commentary and telling his best friend that he doesn't need anyone. So he kicked out Rey Fenix. You lost. I want to talk to my best friend. So he talked to his best friend, Penta, until we got the bastard Pac making his return. And ladies and gentlemen, we didn't see them fight because the referees and security guards got rid of that. They were holding these guys back, but ladies and gentlemen, Pac is back. We didn't see him for a couple of months, and now he's back. He made a video last week, and now he actually showed up in person to take out Eddie Kingston. But we heard next week it will be Pac versus The Blade. We're going to have a tag team match. TNT champion teams up with Cody Rhodes to verse Team Taz, Cage, and Starks. We're going to have a AEW World Tag Team Championships because the Young Bucks wants to fight fresh new talents. And there's another team that is brothers, and that's Top Flight. They were on AEW Dark. If you guys don't know who they are, I don't know who they are. We're both going to find out what these guys going to do. We got Top Flight versus Young Bucks for the AEW's World Tag Team Championships. And we heard the next match for Jon Moxley to defend his title. It's going to be against Kenny Omega on December the 2nd. It's going to be a big Dynamite on December 2nd. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Omega is correct. They did have a one-on-one match, so the last time they fought, it was a no lights, no records. It was a street fight. It's on station. But this match is a normal match, and it will be in the record books for the AEW World Championship. Now we're going to find out who wins. Would it be Kenny Omega or Jon Moxley? We had to wait until December the 2nd for that. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT, because there's a big, big shocker on NXT that happens. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys tomorrow. Tyler's out. Bye!